Hey guys, how's it going? Clean your face off here a little bit. I'm out here playing around. Was aiming for there. I'm over here. Right here. This is 8 yards. 8 yard shooting. Yeah. I'm playing around here. Put these arrows down. Here's what I'm doing. You see this thing here? See that little bead? That thing will glow in the dark. And I've been shooting this instinctively. Old Steve-O, Fred Bear style, instinctive action, okay? And some days I'm really good at it, and some days I suck at it, alright? So, this is what I normally shoot here. Let me bring you over here for a second. This is a very cool sight. Now this is an old crappy Bear Whitetail 2. I've had it forever. Fred Bear. It's got a whisker biscuit on it, and I've taken out probably 4 deer with this thing. And I've got a fiber optic on there. If you can see that thing is slick. We used to, back in the early days, I'm talking, oh gosh, 60s, 68, they came out with a lit pin, and you put this little hearing aid battery in that thing. Well, you climb up in a tree, and it starts getting low light, so you turn on your little lit pin, and that thing would just, boom, a buck would come in. He's underneath you, you pull up, and all you see is this red light. You don't, the deer is gone. You can't see him at all. So then the boys got smart and started playing with fiber optics. And these fiber optics are so cool. As the light dims, so does this thing dim. And you could have a black silhouette come in. You know it's a deer you want. Just a silhouette. You can put that little pin on them, and whack, you've got venison. So I've been out here playing around, and I was thinking about how to rig up one of them fiber optics on this bow, because for whatever reason, my eyeglasses, my concentration, whatever, ain't what it used to be. So anyway, here's what I've done. You see that little bead? That thing will glow in the dark. And where I got that bead from is off a sabiki rig. You got these little sabiki rigs, and they're supposed to imitate a glass minnow. And you catch them glass minnows stuff and little white baits for bait for larger fish. And I got to looking at those little beads, and you can actually take a little light and cup it on that bead in the dark, and then take the light away, and that bead will glow. Well, I went over here, I said, well, I need something to mount it on. I need a little wire. Well, I had these wires here. These things here, they're all gooped up with epoxy. These are the perfect length. So I went over on my wire wheel and buffed this all up clean, nice and shiny. So then, what I did was bent it 90 degrees here, as you can see. I bent this thing 90 degrees here. And I just guesstimated the height in this way with this bead. Then I took super glue, and that bead, by the way, slid right on that wire, right on that needle. That's a taxidermy needle is what that is. So then I took super glue and put a spot on it to lock her down. So I'm just playing. Now this is something you have to be careful with if you're in the woods, obviously. You hung this on a tree branch, you're going to probably bend it. But that thing has got some spring steel in it. This thing has got spring steel in it, as you can see. And what I did right here, you can see, I bent it back on itself. So now I've got, instead of just a single wire, it comes down here to a V and comes back up. Now I got a single wire that I just Gorilla on there. Gorilla taped it on. Now, once this thing is fine-tuned, I got a lot of more shooting to do and get back with it and this and that. But I thought that I would show you this little trick I'm doing that might interest some of you guys that are struggling with instinctive shooting and you want to throw a pin on your recurve, longbow, whatever. This thing, like I said, will glow in the dark, and it's just nothing more than a sabiki bead. So that's that. Thought I'd sling that one out at you. And quickie viddy, I'm going to throw on. I had a bunch of critters come in last night on my trail cam, so I'll show you the critters. And look at here, speaking of critters, look at all these critters. These little hook-billed egrets. They're just having fun here. They're not actually eating the corn. I think they nibble on the corn a little bit. I've got some wheat out there. A guy gave me a whole bunch, about 50 pounds of wheat. And here come my fatty ducks. I had about 11 of them in here a while ago. But those guys there are getting the worms and stuff that are coming in to eat that corn. And there's some cockroaches and all kind of craziness coming in for that corn. And those guys come in every day and clean up those bugs. How they know they're there, I don't have a clue. They must smell them or something. Okay, guys, that's it. I'm going to try to get on the water in the morning and do a little surf fishing. I got to go look at my weather, my tides. We'll see where we're at there, and we'll get out on the water, hopefully, and see if we can catch some fish. See you later. Be happy. Bye-bye.